making time for what's good. Let me see that smile. Oh, the baddest in the flyer, the cutest, the fastest. I know that's right.
All right, Sonia, here we go as we get set for the intros of our first event of the night, 100-meter hurdles, and we start with the American Alaysha Johnson, who was second here last year.
One of the best for Team USA. She always finds a way to make a team. She was 7th in Paris, and like you mentioned, she was second here. What an entrance for the ladies. I love this already. 2 times the SC champion.
$1,000 for the winners of all of these events tonight, and if available to anyone who does just that tonight.
You talk about motivation, and you see the focus on these women's faces. This event means so much to these women. They want to come out, put on a show. They want to run well. They want to run fast. And up first is arguably one of the hardest teams to make for Team USA, the women's 100-meter hurdles. So you're seeing some of the best athletes competing here tonight.
Saw Grace Stark is actually ranked #1 in the world, and that world ranking is more consistency over winning an Olympic title, and she is in lane 5 next to the Olympic champion Masai Russell. Let's get it started in New York with Athlos, NYC. Devin Charlton off, and as she does, a good early start, but fairly competitive in the middle of the track. As they come into view, Masai Russell maybe slightly ahead, and the Olympic champion starts the night off with a victory in the 100 hurdles.
And we saw a lot of that this year from Masai Russell. Kind of a surprise that she didn't win the World Championship this year in Tokyo, but she said she wanted to come here tonight and run exactly like we saw her run. Grace Stark's also running well right behind her in 12:60. And Paul, we're not going to expect to see really fast times tonight. It's really cold here, but it's more about the competition and the energy of the competition. And boy, was that a great way to kick off the meet.
Well, and how about for those folks down on the track level and that VIP, really getting a sense of the speed here. Let's look at her race again in isolation.
Masai Russell there in the middle of the track. She was just a bit ahead. You see Devin Charlton, who we mentioned, has great 60-meter hurdle prowess, and then you see Masai Russell really push through in the latter phase of the race. Looking over at the crowd, really taking it all in, closing out a phenomenal season. A bronze medal is nothing to scoff at. Well, she was just off the podium there in Tokyo, but what a great way to close out her year.
And you can see the crowd all standing next to her. And then how about from up above again, Devin Charlton out on the nearer side of the track, second in. She just has blistering speed in those first 5 or 6 hurdles, but the patience shown by Masai Russell is what makes her the Olympic champion.
An American record holder. She's run the 2nd fastest time we've ever seen at this distance. So what you're seeing tonight is greatness. We're seeing icons here on Ion. It's going to be a phenomenal night.
Icons on Ion at
Icon, yeah.
I like the ring of it, and I like the energy here already for that first event. Plenty to celebrate for the crowd as we look at the final results. Masai Russell wins the first event of the night over Grace Stark and Alaysha Johnson. Great way to get things started, Carrie.